Question: what do I do if I find drugs in my child's room? In this video, you'll hear from Sarah Fletcher, the Chief Clinical Officer at Sandstone Care, as she explains how to deal with this very tricky situation. Hey, it's Clint with Sandstone Care, where we help teens, young adults, and their families overcome challenges with substance use, addiction, and mental health conditions. All right, let's get right to it. So say I am a parent and I'm in my child's room and I find drugs of some sort, substances of some sort. What do I do if I find substances or drugs in my child's room?
Yeah, I would say if you find substances in your child's room, the first thing to do is take a deep breath and stay calm. The next thing I would say is to work as hard as you can to not make any assumptions. So a lot of times parents, again, from a place of caring and love, they'll start to kind of rummage around in their kids' rooms. They'll look through their stuff and they find things that they don't necessarily want to find. My recommendation is to have a direct conversation with your child about it and be honest and authentic. Say, hey, I was going through your stuff, and hold accountability of your own. And because I think that it's safe to say that going through our kids' rooms is never going to be a super exciting or happy feeling for them. And that's okay. They don't have to love the actions that you take in attempts to keep them safe. I think what you owe it to them to do is to be honest and authentic about that. Hey, this is the reason that I decided to do this. This is why I took this action. And this is what I found. And to be very honest, I feel very scared and I feel very frustrated and overwhelmed by this. And I would say having the direct communication and dialogue, giving your child a chance to be able to open up rather than coming down hard and skirting all sorts of opportunity to really engage in a rich and healthy discussion about it.
I love that. And does this go for paraphernalia too, right? Like, so if I'm in my child's room and I see that they've got socks with marijuana leaves on them, right? Or something like that. Does it go for things like that too?
Yeah, I would say so. I would recommend anything that you find that you either weren't expecting to find or don't want to find, that staying calm and really expressing your feelings about it and the reason behind your feelings. Hey, I found these marijuana socks and they make me feel really nervous. And I want to understand where you're coming from and what the reasoning was for wearing these, getting these, what have you. But always giving the opportunity to talk, because I think that's where we miss really amazing conversations, is when we don't give the opportunity to be able to communicate with each other. And that's where you're going to have all of those flooding feelings of judgment and shame and assumptions. And it's not going to be a really healthy dialogue, and you're not going to learn anything from your child. When we work with adolescents, they are young people, but they are going into adulthood. I mean, especially with the young adult population, 16, 17, 18, all the way into early 20s, they're very established individuals. They have their own identity. They're not children anymore. And so that's my recommendation to parents, is that we owe it to them to be able to let them express themselves instead of coming down hard with consequences and punishments, because what you're doing there in an attempt to keep them safe is you're pushing them away and you're not inviting the opportunity for them to express themselves.
If you want to learn more about treatment options for you, your teen, or young adult, then tell us about your situation on a confidential call using the number in the description below, or live chat with us at sandstonecare.com. We'll connect you with the treatment that you need, and if we're not the right fit, we'll get you where you need to go. Be well, and remember that change is possible.